building edge. This one's about building edge. Damn. This one's about building edge, as in building edge on a system, and if your edge actually works. So this is a lot more complicated than just a one video. It's going to have to be quite a lot. It's going to be like a series. I have one of my mates is actually in the process of thoroughly back testing, automating, and checking over vast quantities of data. One of my strategies. So this actually prompted this video. The conversations that we had actually prompted the video for this reason, because the depth that we had to go into to understand certain edges and if, shit that I'm going to explain right now. So the majority and what they think edge is. So traders often make short-term success or random market movements for a reliable edge. But a real edge requires rigorous testing, proper risk management, and adaptability to changing market conditions. Now, that is the definition of what edge is, right? And what the majority of us retail traders think, I was at fault for it as well. Don't get me wrong. This is the thing. The journey of a trader is from like A to B is completely different from B to C. And it doesn't matter anything in between, however long it takes you to understand this, the quicker the better, of course. But you have to go through it yourself. I don't think you could have someone sat here telling you when you don't experience it for yourself. It's just, if you can have someone sat here telling you and you experience it quicker than you would normally, then you're better off. So most people will tell you, yeah, your psychological is a problem. Or yeah, it's because you keep on getting bias wrong. Or the most things that I see that the problem is a lot of people want to try and catch reversals, right? So these are the main things that, the majority of us retail traders think about when they're trying to get like edge, right? But what edge actually is. So the proper way of edge in trading, an edge refers to any factor or combination of factors that gives a trader a consistent advantage over the market or other traders. So this edge allows the trader to achieve better than average returns or to manage risk more effectively. So there's nothing about psychology in there. There's nothing about bias in there. And there's nothing about, oh yeah, you didn't catch the top or you didn't catch the bottom. That's not really what you're trying to build your edge around. Okay. What you're trying to build your edge around is the consistency of the output it can achieve, the validation that it has in terms of stats, so statistical validation, and if it's scalable or not. So these are the three main factors, three main factors for trying to find your edge, right? This is done. So how this is done. So this is just a few points. As I said to you, this whole conversation that I had with my mate, it went into these and more. It goes so deep that at the end of the video, you'll see what the product is of it, right? So how to build an edge? What I want you to do is I want you to think of building an edge as building a business. Why I say this is because this is the route that you have chosen in order to make you a fuck ton of money. So, and which it can, especially with leverage. You get in and amongst the right people, you get taught properly, you skip all the scamming bullshit, you can make proper money with trading. You need to make sure you're treating it as a business, and especially the edge part. Building your strategy, building your edge is what you need to be doing. And that is the most serious part that you need to be taking. You need to be treating it like a business. So another thing is find a way to allow so these are a few points that you need to try and do in order to improve your edge. You need to find a way to allow your upside to ride. What most people do, I've seen it. I used to be one of them. I used to be one of those geezers that kept on saying, yeah, I only trade 1 to 2. Or I used to try and find a fixed RR amount that will, damn, there's a mosquito in. Not Jackie Chan yet. I used to be one of those traders that try to find like a fixed, what is my system telling me, like fixed RR? Bullshit. Get the fixed RR out of your head. Let the market take what the market gives you. And what it will give you will depend on how you are kind of making your edge around a particular market, right? Let it show you a signal to get out, whether that be at a 1-to-1 RR, or you've let it ride, you've gone with the trend, you've managed to capture the bottom of the trend or thereabouts, and you're riding this and it just keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going. Allow it to do that and then to show you an exit signal, and then you get out. It's that simple. Don't be stuck for these fixed RRs. And it blew my head out because I was one of those geezers. So it's hard for me to try and tell you, but it's not the way forward. It wasn't for me. It might be for some other people. If you're like me, it wasn't for me. The fixed RR wasn't for me. It didn't work. I went down many routes, trying many different RRs. Didn't work. The other one is the opposite way. Find a way to limit your drawdown. That's very simple. Find out how long you'll be in a trade for. These are all little stats that you need to be able to find. And not only find through manual backtesting. Once you've done that, that's great. But once you've done that, you need to then go into an automated backtesting system in order to test it over years and years and years and years worth of data points through different market cycles, up, down, consolidation periods, etc., etc. You need to be able to do this if you want to take your trading seriously and have it like a business, because this is what's going to pay you, right? This is what's going to pay you. This is what pays me. So this is what you need to do. You need to do these things. So finding out how long you're going to be in a trade for, these are all valid points that you should know. If your strategy should be so simple to the point where you could, I believe this, a lot of people say it, your strategy should be so simple that you could write it down on a business card, and they're totally right. They write it down on business cards. Why? Because that strategy is so simple that you can code it, you can put it into an automated system, you can then backtest it multiple years and get solid data back to you. So then you know, yeah, I'm trading this. No, I'm not trading it. On to the next one. Let's find a different edge. That's exactly how you treat it. Find out what your average wins are, of course. Does this work better on a particular market? These are all different things. Look at every single one of these bullet points. This would take you for ages. This would take you months if you're treating it properly like a business and you're doing tons and tons of backtesting data and filtering out this, filtering in that. Does this indicator work? Does it work better without indicators? Are fixed RRs better than just letting it ride? I say no, but you need to come to that consensus yourself. Look at all these different bullet points. It will take you ages. And I think it's best if you get a group of you together and you test strategy by strategy by strategy, and you find out what's good, what's not, what you're going to trade, what is good for the long run, what's good for swing trading and scalping. As I said down here, does this work better on a bit different market? Is it better on commodities? Have you found an edge on cryptos? Is it best in foreign exchange markets? All these different things. Does it work better scalping or swing trading? These are logical things that you need to be asking yourself and needing to be finding the statistics for that edge to see what it performs best at, what it performs best at. So how many years have you backed up your edge? That's what it comes down to. How many years have you backed up your edge? Because the more data you have over the long period of time, the better